Hi everyone, thank you for watching CCN Crown City News. Your news, your neighborhood. I'm Sehnita Joshua Mattison. There have been a number of major news stories in Pasadena recently, including the two shocking videos released by the Pasadena Star News showing what some say is abuse of kids at a local boot camp. The videos show kids being forced to drink water to the point of vomiting and 4 adults yelling in the face of a kid who was forced to wear a truck tire around his neck. We talked about the videos with someone on the board of one of the area camps last week. This week, Pasadena Police Chief Phillip Sanchez joins us live to discuss if there were any crimes committed on those videos, along with some other news in our neighborhoods. Thanks for being here, Chief.
Thanks for having me this evening.
Now, you've seen the videos that were out on the Pasadena Star News website.
Yes, I sure have.
What was your reaction? What did you think of those videos?
Well, first blush, I mean, they are very shocking. There's no doubt that the activity that was captured on the video is concerning. It could be a violation of the law. It definitely it does not settle well with anybody who would see those videos or know about what occurred as depicted on that data.
Okay. Where's the investigation? Have you talked to the boot camp owners? Do you know who's involved here?
Well, the lead investigator on this case is Lieutenant Tracy Ibarra, and I won't be able to say much about it since it is an active case. What I would like to tell your viewing audience this evening is that if they have information about activity that they've seen on the video, if they know some of the children that were involved, if they were involved themselves, if they're victims or they know victims, if they would call the Pasadena Police Department at area code 626-744-4241, ask for Lieutenant Tracy Ibarra, give her that information so that she can follow up on that actively.
Okay. Now, you know, a lot of parents send their kids to these boot camps for discipline. You're someone, you know, they want this military style, you know, police academy style training for these kids in hopes that they're going to become stronger and more disciplined and build character. You've gone through the ranks of police academy training, you know, you're an upstanding citizen. Do you think that's what they're getting? Are these parents getting what they're thinking they're getting from these boot camps?
Well, first and foremost, parents need to be aware. They really need to vet whatever the boot camp or extracurricular activity that their children might be involved in. Just because they want their children to have some level of discipline or extra activity in their life doesn't suggest that a boot camp is legitimate. I don't know whether it is or isn't, but the more that parents are aware, the better they can be prepared to make a judgment as to whether or not their child should be involved in that particular boot camp. Now, you made an interesting reference to a police academy. The difference in the police academy is that you're dealing with adults. You know, you have to be 20 or 21 years of age to attend the academy. All the academy instructors are certified under the state of California with the Peace Officer Standards and Training Department under the state's supervision. So there's a little bit of a difference there. The key perspective here is that parents are aware of what their children are doing, that they meet with the instructor, they talk to the instructor, and then they can make a legitimate judgment as to whether or not their child should be involved in that activity.
Okay. Now, there was another incident of, you know, kind of an authority figure and kids at John Muir recently with the football coach Ken Howard, who was stepping in for a security situation. Now, when we had talked to the Pasadena police when that incident occurred, they had said that, you know, that Coach Howard there were no criminal charges being filed, but now there are criminal charges being filed by the city manager. What happened there?
Well, a couple of things. First of all, it probably was premature for the Pasadena Police Department to say that there would be no criminal charges filed. That's not really the role, or do we have the capacity to make that assessment. That really is with the city prosecutor or the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office. So the way the format works is an incident is reported to the Pasadena Police Department. We respond and investigate. We interview all the witnesses, the victims. We document the information that occurred on an official police report, and then we submit it to the city prosecutor or the city attorney or the district attorney's office, and they then can assess the evidence and then make a determination if they're going to prosecute that particular case. In the case with Mr. Howard, it was presented to the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office. The Los Angeles County District Attorney elected not to pursue prosecution. We have a fiduciary responsibility at that point to then present it to the Pasadena City Prosecutor's Office, who determined that there was a violation of the law and filed a count of battery against Mr. Howard.
Okay. Now, was there, during that week that incident happened with Coach Howard, was there other, we'd heard reports of other knife fights on campus. Do you know of any of those kinds of incidents happening?
No, I don't personally know about those. I mean, our school resource officers were on the campus at all the times. They have great relationships with our young people. And I'd like to stress something here. We have great young people that go to John Muir High School. The vast majority of our young people are engaged. Absolutely. They're interested in their future. They're interested in education, and they really do a great job, and they have a great relationship with the Pasadena Police Department. Every now and then, these kinds of things occur, and when they do, we are obligated, we are interested in investigating these kinds of situations so that we can best capture and then present the information to the prosecuting agency.
Okay. Well, you've been working with the community recently as well with, there's been an increase in burglaries in the area. What can you tell us about that? Well,
year to date, we're about 18% higher in burglaries. So last year we had a total in the city about 498 burglaries, and this year we're about at 589 burglaries, which is about an 18% increase. And really what we're finding still is that a lot of people presume that no one will take their property. So they're leaving their vehicles unlocked, they're leaving personal property that's in plain view in their vehicle. I'd like to share a quick story with you. We had Operation Awareness that was initiated just a few weeks ago. We had over 20 volunteers who went down to a particular area in the city, and they contacted residents who left their property in their vehicle in plain sight. We contacted over 500 people, 500 potential victims who left their property, their valuables in plain sight. And because our wonderful Pasadena police volunteers under the supervision of Officer Nicole Bazo, they were able to go out there and warn those people and hopefully educate them about how to safeguard themselves.
Okay, well hopefully they won't be doing that again, huh?
I hope not.
But so one other thing I wanted to ask you about this Wednesday, there's going to be on November 9th at 11 a.m. FEMA and FCC will be conducting a test of the emergency alert system. Now people know the emergency broadcast system, but this is being done at the federal level versus before it was being done at a regional level. How are local agencies, cooperating with this? Is there, a lot of conspiracy theorists are saying, this is the president taking over our airwaves and our communications. What do you say about that?
Not so much. I think the reality is that the federal government really is trying to lead the way in homeland defense and security and pushing that down to the local level. And if FEMA is the vehicle by which we make these tests either at the state, federal, or local levels, so be it. I think that is an appropriate use of federal resources to be able to engage local law enforcement, engage local government, so we can participate in the greater effort to defend our great community and our great nation. And I'd just like to add one more thing on that. Whether it's a burglary or a suspicious person or something else that might be more serious, I would ask your viewers really to take on the notion about see something, say something. If there's something suspicious, call the Pasadena Police Department. Give our talented police officers an opportunity to investigate, to determine whether or not it's something that is criminal in nature. Don't rationalize your observations. If you really see something that's suspicious, pick up the phone, give us a call, either the non-emergency number, 744-4241, or if you have your 911 plugged into your cell phone or your home phone, please give us a call and give us that opportunity.
Okay, well, we thank you so much for getting that information out to our viewers and just taking the time to come out here. Hopefully we'll see you at the turkey tussle this year.
We're looking forward to it. Thank you again.
Okay, thank you, Chief.